I'm going to teach you how to get a credit limit increase on your Capital One credit card with no hard inquiry. Yes, you heard me right. You can get a credit limit increase on your Capital One credit card with absolutely no hard inquiry, and this works with any Capital One credit card, even the store credit cards that are co-branded with Capital One's logo. And do not under any circumstances call Capital One to try to do this over the phone, because you will get a hard inquiry. Don't be lazy, just follow the process and it will work. And make sure that you stay till the end, because I'm going to teach you how to trigger a credit limit increase in case you get denied, because there are going to be people that get denied. Before I get into the sauce, let me give you a quick little message here. I want everyone to be aware that there is no bucketing with Capital One. That's just a big myth on the internet. People might come into the comments and I can immediately disprove it just with a few questions. So understand, you are not stuck in a bucket, and I'll talk about that more a little later, but now let's jump in on how to do this credit limit increase with no hard inquiry. First things first, you're going to log into your Capital One account. You can either do it on your computer or you can do it in your actual phone on the Capital One app, which is 100% free if you have it downloaded to your phone. Once you open up the app, you're going to choose the credit card that you would like to do a credit limit increase for. You could do this with any Capital One credit card, but you have to do them one at a time. Can you do multiples in the same day? Yes, you can, but I highly suggest against it, because it might send a red flag to Capital One and be like, why are they asking for credit limit increases on all their credit cards? Kind of weird. Yeah, because it is. But again, you can do it if you choose to. I don't suggest it, because you might get declined for the rest of them. In case if you want to get another credit limit increase on a different card, I would highly suggest waiting 91 days or to a maximum of 6 months when you get your first credit limit increase. Because you have to understand that Capital One is looking at your account as a whole. So they're going to look at all of your other accounts. You're gonna say, well, we just gave them a credit limit increase on this card over here. Why are we gonna give them another one over here? It may work or it may not, just let you know. Now, once you pick the actual credit card that you want, let's put it up on the screen here so everyone can see it. You're gonna see a menu drop down choices. You're going to choose account and feature settings. You're going to click that button right there. Now, when the next menu pops up, you're going to scroll to the middle of it. You're going to see request credit line increase. Very simple. We're gonna click that button also. Now you have a new window in front of you. Let's show the credit limit increase request page right here so you can see it. It's going to ask you a series of items. Now remember, do not ever put something on your credit card application or your credit limit increase application, because this is what this is. It's a credit limit application. Do not put an amount that you cannot prove. Understand that, because if you put too much, they can say, hey, we would like to see your payment documentation, meaning your pay stubs and your tax returns, to confirm that you actually make that income. And then everything's gonna be in question, and you don't want that noise unless you can prove it. Now, for your total annual income, that is for your entire household also, so just be aware of that if you'd like to put that on there. So I put hypothetically 350,000. Employment status, never, ever, ever put anything of you're self-employed or you're unemployed or you're a disabled veteran or you are on disability or government assistance. Never put that. You always wanna put that you are employed. You do whatever you want to, but I'm telling you what I know from my experience. Now, of course, it's going to ask you your occupation. If you are an Uber driver, you could just say you're an assistant. Come up with something that makes sense when you're filling these out. Then it's gonna ask you your monthly mortgage or rental payment. You can put your full amount if you want to. You can put whatever you want to. I put 0 because I don't have a mortgage payment or a rent payment. Then it's gonna ask you how much will you spend each month on this credit card. It's optional. You can say 3,500, you could say 10,000, you can say 1,000, 500, whatever you may want. That's not going to change their decision, because they're looking at your credit profile and they're looking at your spending habits and they're looking at everything as a whole. Now, they just changed this right here. It says maximum desired credit line for this credit card. So I put hypothetically 4,000. That depends on what you're actually going to spend and what you're going to use. It's all dependent on you, what you want to put there. There's no right or wrong, but we want to get out of the low limit credit cards like 250, 500, even $1,000 is too low of a limit. We want to get them as high as we possibly can, not because we want to spend money that we don't have, just because it's going to give us more wiggle room if we accidentally carry a balance or if we have an emergency and we need to carry a balance. It's not going to tank your credit score when you have massive credit limits all over your credit profile for your credit cards. Once you're done filling everything out, you're going to click the button that says request credit line increase. Now, one or two things is going to happen. It's going to say, congratulations, your credit limit has been increased immediately. It won't take but a second. Now, the other one is this one right here. Let's put it up on the screen. It says, we've received your request. We'll email you in 2 to 3 business days, directing you to the statements and documents section within your account so you can see the outcome of our review. So pay attention to your emails because they will send you a notification letting you know if they have approved you. Now, if they do not approve you, it's very, very important that you pay attention to your emails and see the reason. Anytime you get declined for any credit card or any type of lending situation or a credit line increase, they have to, by law, tell you why you were declined. And in this case, Capital One will send it either in the mail or they will send it to you through email, most likely through email. But also pay attention in the mail because sometimes they send both. Now, this is the golden rule that nobody ever talks about. If you're going to request a credit limit increase, you do not want to be carrying a balance, whether it be a small one or a large one, because remember, credit is about risk. How much of a risk are you that you're going to default and not pay this money back? So if you're carrying an actual balance, especially a larger one, you are a high risk borrower, meaning you have a higher chance of defaulting and not paying that money back. So if you have a high balance, then you ask for more money, they're going to most likely deny you. You have to think of it like this. You borrowed 20 bucks from your cousin, you didn't pay him back, and then you ask him for another 20. He's gonna say, hell no, give me my 20, and then maybe I'll consider giving you another 20. But you can't ask for more money when you haven't paid back what you already borrowed. But let's be clear, that doesn't mean that you're gonna automatically get declined because you're carrying a balance. I have seen people get approved that had no business getting approved for whatever reason. Maybe because of how much they're spending, maybe because of how they're rotating that limit that they're carrying along with their freeing up more credit and then paying it down. There can be a lot of variables, but again, pay attention to the denial letter. That tells us the story that we need to know. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Tanya. Tanya's credit score went up 289 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Christian's credit score went up 366 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And let's not forget about Allison. Allison's credit score went up 204 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now, what do we do if we get declined? No problem, no sweat. You need to start using your credit card responsibly. Now, one of the two options is we're going to pay down our balance because we're carrying a balance with the credit card company. Pay that down as low as you possibly can. Always below 9% utilization on every credit card, or your total available overall utilization, meaning all the balances that you owe on credit cards and credit cards only. But your target goal should always be 0% because then you don't owe anybody any money and you pay zero interest. Pay attention to what I just said. If you pay your balance in full before the statement closing date hits, you pay zero interest. So the thought of saying, oh, credit cards are just bad, period. Well, yeah, if you misuse them and you get yourself in debt, yes, they're bad. But if you use them and you pay them off in full every month, you pay zero interest, you get cashback rewards, or you get points to travel, which sounds pretty dope to me, to be honest with you. Another response they may have is you're not using your available credit enough, meaning you're just not using the credit card. Now, this doesn't mean go spend a bunch of money and buy a bunch of things you don't need. You just have to do simple things. You can put your light bill, your electricity bill, your cell phone bill, your car insurance, anything that you can use your credit card instead of your debit card, use your credit card and then pay it off in full every single month. Because you're already gonna pay for your cell phone, you're already gonna put gas in your car, you're already gonna buy groceries, just stay within your budget and then pay it off immediately. You can make one payment a day on every single credit card company except for the really crappy ones, just being honest with you. But Capital One will let you make one payment a day every single month. Last part's the most important. Now, if you're working to get another credit limit increase, after you requested and you got denied, you're going to have to wait a minimum of 6 months. This is why it's crucial to make sure that you are prepared to request a credit limit increase. You're not carrying any balances. You don't have any derogatories. We don't want to give them a reason to deny us. Let's repeat that again. We don't want to give them a reason to deny us. In order to trigger the credit limit increase, again, all you have to do is use your credit card for things that you're already going to pay for. for. But the golden ticket here is to make sure that you pay off your credit card 2 days before your statement closing date hits. So as an example, if my closing date is going to be the 20th of every month, I'm going to pay it off in full 2 days before on the 18th. And then once my statement closing date hits on the 20th, I'm going to stop using my credit card for 3 to 7 days at maximum. Because doing this, you're going to report zero balance. Remember, the key here is to report zero balance. This is what triggers the offers. This is what triggers the credit limit increases. This is what triggers for you to be offered a better credit card. All you have to do is do it consistently for a minimum of 6 months, and that's it. You don't have to do it any longer. Now, if you get declined again, then you know, okay, maybe I didn't do something right. Maybe I'm not doing it properly. But you shouldn't get declined after 6 full months of consistent activity and consistently reporting zero balance. I promise you this works. We've used it with millions of our clients who had Capital One credit cards, and they felt that they were stuck in a bucket that doesn't exist. They just weren't using their credit cards properly. And if you have any negative juju on your credit report, you need to work to fix that in order to get credit limit increases and better offers on better credit cards. And if you have any collections, charge-offs, or negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here because it's going to show you how AI will do all the work, mail the letters for you, and it comes with the 110% money back guarantee and a free credit analysis to show you exactly what's hurting your credit. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.